Welcome back to Sabrina's Fit and Fab Over 50, where today I'm going to teach you ways to turn up the heat on your metabolic furnace using some simple weight training techniques. As we age, our metabolism decreases 5% each decade over the age of 30. As our body stops growing, our caloric needs are greatly reduced depending upon our activity level. This fact, with the challenge of our shrinking muscle, makes weight training, in my book, non-negotiable. We simply cannot preserve the muscle of our youth without weight training. One of my 88-year-old clients works out twice a week with me, pumping some serious 6-pound plus weights to increase her muscle. I want to add that the additional huge benefit of weight training is as you do weight-bearing activity, the muscle pulls on the bone, which in turn actually strengthens the bone. In many cases with my clients, this process can help reverse the beginning stages of osteopenia and osteoporosis. Our bones are alive and constantly growing. A process called remodeling occurs when some bone dissolves and new bone cells grow in its place. I bet you didn't know we replace our skeleton every 10 years. But when osteoporosis occurs, the bone loss outpaces the growth of new bone. Over time, the more solid bone begins to look like Swiss cheese or a honeycomb. One fall and the bone is so porous it could shatter. Let's not even think about that happening, and dust off your 3 to 8 pound dumbbells and get ready to learn some awesome ways to prevent that from happening. This is a quick series of my favorite weight training moves which will stoke your metabolic furnace by increasing your muscle mass. Did you know 1 pound of muscle helps you burn an additional 35 calories an hour, while 1 pound of fat is completely inert? It burns 0. So don't be too attached to that scale. When you start weight training, you might actually be replacing fat with muscle. The first exercise I'm going to demonstrate is straight leg deadlift, or sometimes called Romanian deadlift. I want you to start this exercise with some medium weight, and you should have a mirror nearby to check your form sideways to make sure you're not rounding in your back, as this is crucial. If you have any herniated discs or back problems, this one should be avoided. You want to stand tall with your shoulders pulled back and down, chest lifted and proud. Your back is going to be flat. You want no rounding. Now, keeping the 2 dumbbells very close to your thighs as you're going to slide the dumbbells down the thighs as if you're shaving the tops of your legs all the way down the knees, just above the ankles, and keeping the back very, very flat. Keep that navel pulled in and the legs straight if possible. Return to standing with good form and control. You're going to stick that chest out proud. Now, for many people, this is extremely difficult with straight legs as they're tight in their hamstrings. So I'm going to show you a way to just gently bend your knees like this as you lower the weights towards the floor, and then slowly straighten your body upright like this. This strengthens both the upper and the lower back, as well as stretching the back of the legs. I like to perform at least 15 reps for 3 sets. But right now, let's complete 1 set together. As you get stronger, increase your weight. So if you've been starting with me, you probably have at least 5 in. So we're gonna breathe, coming up nice and tall. Let's do 8 more. Ready? Coming down, 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 down. Tighten up, in through the bum, and you also wanna tighten in through the lower back, okay? Make sure that you're pushing your bum backwards. How many have we done? Let's do about 4 more. Coming down here. I'm going to show you the other option. If you find it too hard to do with the straight legs, and the other option you can do is to just not go as low. You don't have to go to the ankles. You could go just below the knees. 1 more. You guys are doing great. Last one. Oh, you guys look fantastic. I wish I could see you all right now looking taller, stronger, and your glutes and hamstrings are singing away, no doubt. Now, let's hit another compound movement. This is going to be a bicep curl with a plie squat. I love using as many muscles as possible when we train, as we are burning more calories. You're increasing your heart rate now with me. Are you wearing your heart rate monitor? It might be a good idea as we turn up the heat. Refer to my previous episode on target heart rate for that one. So to set up this exercise, you're going to be standing tall with your hips turned out slightly if possible. You're going to be doing that bicep curl with both arms, elbows tucked into your sides, palms facing upwards. Exhale as you plie, bending the knees in a way that doesn't ride over your toes. Squeeze both of your glutes as you press your weights upward. I absolutely love this exercise. It's so simple, but it makes you feel so powerful and strong. I feel so happy when I do this one. I hope you do too. Let's do 5 more together. Ready? We're gonna exhale. 1, inhale, exhale. 2, inhale, exhale. 3, I'm sweating. 2 more. 4, last one, and 5. Whew. Awesome. Now, if you've had a hip replacement and cannot do outward turnout in your hips, simply do a straight ski squat like this. You're going to shift your buttocks backwards as you bend the elbows in for the curl like this. This too is very effective. Now let's do 5 more. Ready? 1, inhale, exhale. 2, 3 more. 3, ready? 4, last one. 5. Are you feeling strong? Okay, here's my extra special, extra credit move. We're gonna just pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, breathe. 5, 6, 7, 8. You can stop if you need to, and 10. Whew. Ideally complete 2 to 3 sets of 15 reps. My final weight-bearing exercise is written up in Dr. Oz's book called You on a Diet. It is the simple push-up test. It has been around as long as time, and you may see everyone in the military doing them until they get sick. But this is still one of the best markers of upper body strength. A 30-year-old woman should be able to do 45 with knees on the floor and 5 less every decade after, until she reaches 80. So let's try this together for at least 10, and we can build up from there. If you tire out on 5, you know you have work to do. Try adding 1 push-up every few days to see how you do. Try to work up to 30 push-ups or more. For those super fit and fabulous, take it to a full push-up position with your hands directly under your shoulders and no knees on the ground, and go for it. This exercise works core, back, and you are pressing your own body weight. So think of it as the ultimate weight-bearing exercise to build your bones and increase your metabolically active muscle. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you and your stronger body next time on Sabrina's Fit and Fab Over 50.